Have you ever wished for a tool that could transform your creativity and take your projects to the next level? That's exactly what we're going to explore together, the ChatGPT, which is now taking the world under its control. In this video, we will be exploring 7 exciting features of ChatGPT. Let's get started. Number 7. Writing code. Many of you will feel frustrated when talking about writing code, whether it could be in a school or a college or even in your workplace. That's why ChatGPT has come up with a phenomenal feature of interpreting code. The ChatGPT technology itself does not produce conventional code. It is a text-based AI model created to interpret and produce human-like text in response to instructions. Although it can help you with creating code snippets, it doesn't actually write code the way a programmer would. Instead, it can aid with problem-solving linked to programming activities by offering code samples, clarifying programming principles, and doing so. You can request code samples from ChatGPT for a particular programming activity or language. Ask ChatGPT to clarify a programming idea if you're having trouble understanding it. For instance, you may ask about the workings of asynchronous functions or object-oriented programming. You may explain a programming issue you're having, and ChatGPT might be able to assist you to find a feasible code problem or offer debugging techniques. ChatGPT can also help you in understanding algorithms and data structures, pseudocode, that is before implementing your ideas in a real programming language. You may utilize ChatGPT to help you sketch out your ideas in pseudocode. But the important point to be remembered is you should test the code once it has been generated, because ChatGPT will not always be accurate. Number 6. Creating marketing content. Sometimes we all face a little trouble for coming up with a social media headline, trying to come up with ideas for your upcoming ebook, or even support for writing your upcoming blog post. If that's you, ChatGPT might end up being your new best friend. So here are 2 areas where you can create marketing content. The first one is to generate a product description. When you give ChatGPT a prompt or instruction asking for a product description, it utilizes its learned information to produce text that does this in an engaging and enlightening manner. In your prompt, be sure to express the product's characteristics, advantages, and any other aspects you wish to emphasize in particular. For the generated material to be compatible with your brand's identity, you should direct ChatGPT in accordance with any specific brand voice or style that you may have. To make sure the created material appropriately reflects your brand and satisfies your marketing goals, always examine and edit it afterwards. The second idea is to write blog posts or articles. Create an outline or a topic from the blog post or article you want to write first. The major ideas, subheadings, and other information you may wish to add may all be specified. You can ask ChatGPT to come up with an interesting opening that establishes the tone for the piece and presents the primary idea or issue. ChatGPT creates material for each portion of the article based on the outline and guidelines you provided. It combines pertinent facts, justifications, illustrations, and insights using its training data. It will make sure that each section flows logically from the previous one, creating a cohesive and well-organized piece. So you can sit back and relax and let ChatGPT do all your work. Number 5. Translating content. Many of you will have the language barrier, so that you feel insecure to read or even communicate information. Don't worry, because this amazing feature is for you to overcome the difficulties. First, a text in one language must be provided as input, together with instructions that the material should be translated into another language. To prevent confusion, be sure to identify the source language and the destination language in your instructions. For translation, you can enter single sentences or brief paragraphs. ChatGPT will make an effort to translate any text that is entered. Longer text can be broken up into little sections or phrases and sent one at a time for translation. To increase the possibilities of a correct translation, break difficult statements down into simpler ones. Use ChatGPT to help you compose messages, emails, and other types of communication in the target language if you need assistance communicating in a tongue with which you are not comfortable. You may request translations from ChatGPT in a variety of wordings or writing styles, letting you pick the one that best suits your requirements. So, happy translating, folks! Number 4. Creating recipes. I know many of you will have difficulty in cooking, or you may be in the learning stage, or you want to try new recipes for your family members. Whatever it may be, ChatGPT has the feature to help assist you in cooking. In order to comprehend what you're requesting, ChatGPT reads and examines the input prompt. It understands the normal structure and language used in recipes when using its training data. ChatGPT starts by creating an ingredient list for the recipe based on the input. It takes into account the flavors, textures, and ingredients that are frequently combined when making the specific cuisine. Using its understanding of the typical measures used in cooking, ChatGPT gives amounts and measurements to the components. Based on its training, it could potentially suggest other measures or ingredient replacements. It produces detailed sections for making the dish. It includes a series of steps, strategies, and preparation methods that are typical of the selected dish. The directions are given in a logical sequence, making it simple to follow the cooking procedure. Depending on the input prompt and the difficulty of the dish, ChatGPT may also provide further information like cooking advice, substitutions, serving ideas, and dietary restrictions. It's necessary to remember that while ChatGPT can offer a recipe's foundation, human skill is still essential for the formulation of recipes. Number 3. General research. Everyone learns throughout their lives, whether it is for school, work, or simply to further their knowledge on a subject they are interested in. However, there are situations where you don't have time to research and read 10 articles. An excellent tool for conducting research or summarizing internet material is ChatGPT. You can request particular information from ChatGPT, such as historical details, scientific data, numerical data, or definitions. It can give you vital information rapidly. Ask ChatGPT to clarify anything complicated for you if you're having trouble understanding it. You may better understand the foundations by having it simplify complex topics and provide you a simple perspective. It can read larger documents, articles, or research papers and provide summaries. It can help you quickly summarize a text before delving further by distilling the core ideas, strongest arguments, and crucial information from it. ChatGPT can assist you in coming up with ideas, outlining your strategy, and suggesting prospective routes for your study, whether you're doing a brainstorming session or planning a research project. If you're delving into a new field of study, ChatGPT can offer introductory explanations and resources to help get you started. Number 2. Summarizing websites, stories, and movies. ChatGPT can provide a brief summary of lengthy texts like articles, research papers, or reports that focus on the most crucial details, making it simpler to understand the topic fast. For longer texts, such as articles, research papers, or reports, ChatGPT can create shorter summaries that highlight the most important information, making it easier to quickly understand the content. ChatGPT can summarize a story or movie's major plot points, character paths, and overall themes to give readers a sense of the story without giving away all the details. In the case of books or longer narratives, you can ask ChatGPT to summarize individual chapters or sections, allowing you to get an overview of the content and decide which parts to focus on. It also compares different versions of a story, different views of a concept, or different parts from a movie or narrative. If you need brief descriptions of multiple stories, movies, or websites for a list or catalog, ChatGPT can generate concise and informative summaries for each item. Number 1. Creating fictional stories. If you are a movie or story lover like me, then you'll find this one interesting as well. All you need to do is specify the general theme or concept of the story in the command prompt. Then ChatGPT will interpret a story like how a human can create a story. Pretty easy, right? You can describe the type of characters you want in your story, and ChatGPT can provide details about their personalities, backgrounds, motivations, and relationships. It can help you create well-rounded and compelling characters. ChatGPT can generate realistic dialogue between characters, helping you capture their voices and interactions. It can create conversations that reveal emotions, advance the plot, and develop relationships. ChatGPT can offer recommendations for enhancing the speed, flow, and overall unity after writing the first draft. You can use it to polish and improve your narrative. Have you used any of these features for your project yet? Which one are you the most excited to use? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you all in the upcoming video with another interesting topic.